All right, good morning. Looks like we're live here inside the group. Yeah. Welcome to the last Thursday of the month, which is just crazy because time just flies by. Yeah, welcome to the day and let's see how things goes. If you guys want to jump in here today and let's go live with some questions. Anything that you guys have going on. I know again, last Thursday of the month, last couple days before the weekend, before the month hits. So month ends. So let me know if you have any questions, jump on and we will be here. Um okay, cool. What do we got? Sam. Welcome, Sam. Sam's coming in. Do, do, do. This one. Sam, how are you doing today?
Can you hear me? I'm doing fine.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool. Yeah, I was in
awesome.
Facebook, but I couldn't see myself, so I decided to come over here to Zoom.
Oh, right on. Yeah, I'm just been working on a few things here. So, yeah, I don't have a whole lot of stuff to go over today. Trying to get a couple things working on my end here, which is always like a little JavaScript thing not working properly for me. And but then I'll get that figured out and things will be great with life and everything else. So I know Dwayne usually who's been jumping on here, he's asking if an update to the little FOMO pop-up so that we can add manual reviews, or I'm gonna call them manual reviews, fake reviews, whatever you want to call them. They don't have to be fake, but they just the idea is like, so if you're working with a client and they're new to high level, we have this little pop-up FOMO thing, like little FOMO pop up that pops up in the corner with like the latest reviews from the client, and it pulls in from their Google account through high level. So if you authorize their system through high level, then it will high level will pull in those and it has the review widget, right? And then we're pulling in the reviews from that review widget and showing them in just a different format in the pop-up. But what Dwayne's been asking for, and something I'd like to get finished up here, because I meant to do this for a long time, was just make it so that you can add your own little reviews in there, which would, if you don't have Google reviews or whatever popped in there,
It's not.
then get that to work.
Oh,
So um that's what
oh,
I've been
good.
working on for this morning. And yeah, it's been a good week. Last week of the month is always a busy one. I don't know what it's like for you over there, Sam. But that's where I'm at today.
Cool.
Uh, so what hopefully I want to get that done for the end of the day. A couple little tech things that we're working on. And then yeah, it seems like writing a lot of proposals and getting stuff out to everyone. So that's cool. What kind of printer you got there? Did you get a new printer? Because I don't think I saw that last time. I saw uh
Are you
just
talking to me?
yeah, I just see in your office there. I just see a
Uh-huh.
new printer.
But I'm showing the wrong camera. Excuse me.
You
Let
got
me
too many
grab the other
cameras.
camera.
Oh yeah.
Uh, if I can get it to do right here.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I've had that one for a few months. The purpose of it is really if I want to start printing out and doing any direct mail type thing, I can scale up and do any of that I want to do. If I'm doing, particularly in doing your things, the loyalty,
Yeah.
I go in and can print the cards out that we put on the table. So and print a lot thicker paper, this kind of thing. So that's the reason I have
Oh,
it.
right on.
So just trying to get where I can handle as much stuff in house as I can. I get the normal little printers just don't quite do it.
Right? Yeah.
The colors are not good, and this it's a lot cheaper for me to do it this way.
Yeah, and I like laser printers too. They're nice.
Uh,
So, yeah, how are things been going this week?
Doing fine. I've actually had some medical issues that's kind of taken up the better part of the first part of the week, and that seems to be coming along okay. I think I'm gonna be fine, but just it kind of was a little bit of a scary thing. I passed
Okay.
out sitting here at my desk and just was out for 15, 20 minutes. And that triggered a lot of let's do some testing, find out what's going on. So
Yeah.
probably a good thing, really. But so I'm just kind of getting back into it right
Yeah.
here.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
Cool. Yeah.
doing
I
some
don't like, I just noticed it's kind of quiet today. Um, Yesterday it was good on our 21 day challenge there. We had a number of people on and then just today
Am I
seems
the
like,
only one on here today?
yeah, you're the only one here.
Oh,
You
cool.
and I.
I love it. I love it. I hate other
That
people aren't
works.
here, but uh, one of the things I've got been working towards is being able to do in Go High Level, building out websites there
Okay.
and trying to learn about how to do. And we know some basics of CSS, but really getting more into that so we can really build some first class websites. What's your
Okay.
opinion of doing websites in Go High Level versus the WordPress type thing?
I like WordPress, but you can do a lot with the high level websites still.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I don't like you can still do a lot with it. And we built customer websites inside of high level
Uh,
too. It's not too bad. Like I mean the editor is good. You just don't have as much control as you do when you do a WordPress site. So if you're doing a more simplified site, it's fine. You have to do a lot more CSS coding, but with WordPress now, there's so many advanced drag and drop like editors
right.
for building websites that are integrated directly with all the SEO tools and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Um and
Well,
high level is getting better. Like I know I see in the metadata sections they've added a lot more SEO options for adding keywords and everything like that for pages and kind of building out your SEO for those pages. That's fine. It depends on what you're using your sites for too, right?
well,
Is it more of
I've
a
got
landing
a
page that we're just driving traffic to, or is it are you
yeah,
trying to get it ranked for
well,
SEO
I've
as
got a
well?
major white label hosting platform.
Okay.
It's called Name Hero, and uh, I've got another bill coming up end of August. It's like $2,500.
Okay.
And I don't have to do that. I'm just saying
And
that
and what and
that's
what is that for?
for me to be able to host almost unlimited websites for 3 years.
$2,500 for 3 years?
Right.
I'm
So
trying to
I
think.
host probably 20, 25 websites there now.
Yeah. I think
And so,
our hosting and we have I mean there's I haven't tried the WordPress hosting on high level either, but what am I trying to think of what we pay for our server for our clients. I think it's rough. I think it's about $400 or $500 every 3 months is what we end up paying.
okay, so let's say
Um
500 times in 3 months, that's $2,000 a year.
yeah, basically, yeah.
And so 3 years would be 6 grand. So my deal's
Yeah.
better, but
Yeah, it depends on, I mean, it depends on how happy you are with that. But that's a big chunk to pay up at one time
I
for
don't
for
have to do
hosting.
a 3 year term. That's just what I did last time.
Yeah.
And it's just coming up for renewal in August. And I'm just trying to think I'm just trying to get my thing as organized and as
Yeah, I
simplified as I
guess if
can.
the other option is if you move it over to high level, then you're gonna have to move all your clients over to high level. Like those
Okay.
other if you don't renew it kind of thing.
Yeah, and that's what I'm really trying to look at and see what do I lose in terms of SEO, those things, and that's really not a big thing with me.
Yeah.
But if I can do that, and if I can get some CSS to make the things jiggle and shake and change colors and the bells and whistles,
Yeah, and I think
then I
you can
think
do
that
some
makes
of
it
those
pretty
things.
easy to do.
You can do some of those things inside of high level for sure, inside of the website builder.
Right.
Um, a few of the things, buttons, anyways, you can make the move.
So we're just looking at doing that in addition to. So trying to stay in the restaurant niche that we can build out their website.
Yeah.
And I've got some plans to get into the order system. We can do that.
The
Then
nice
just
thing, the
have
nice thing about that
everything
too
tied in.
is with more of the stuff that High Level's coming out with. And I think they want to add in stuff like restaurant ordering and online ordering and stuff like that through
Mhm.
their products and stuff. I don't know when that's coming though, but it'll integrate directly with it. So that'll be nice as they build that out
Right, right.
more. You could probably be at some point we'll be able to build some kind of ticketing system for restaurants to send over a meal or something like that, online order through there as well. So that would be cool.
And ideally, what I'm trying to do is find a way to integrate my online ordering with the in-restaurant ordering.
Yeah.
Going through a POS system in particular would be the ideal way to do that. And then be able to then tie that into our loyalty program. So it all begins to mesh and we can get great result. We give good reporting. We can give points both directions, whether it's online or in restaurant. So that's really my ideal, what I'm trying to accomplish.
Yeah.
So just trying to get it more centralized as to what we're doing.
Yeah, and I would play around with it. I know we built a couple sites inside of High Level, and one was for a home like a at home baker like kind of thing.
Mhm.
They had a whole in-house kitchen built at their house so that they could produce food to ship out and send. They would take orders kind of thing through there, and
Right.
we built it through High Level, um, and it looked good, and it looked good and seemed nice. The only problem is with the online ordering we ended up moving over to Equid because they had more of the tools already built out for it, and then we
Mhm.
were able to still build a site in High Level and um just drop in the
Yeah, the
cart.
order is basically a button, and so then you take them
Yeah.
to the order page, and I'm looking at Orderable is a software that would be for the actual menu building and ordering. So I
Okay.
build the website, put the Orderable link, and now I've got a menu building platform there.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. Do they does that tie in that doesn't allow people to order off the site? It just kind of builds their menu or what does that do?
No, it's actually ordering. I mean, you can put in your modifiers, put in upsells, downsells. I mean, it's a whole 9 yards.
Okay, and then that just ties into their kitchen or
Yeah, there's different ways to do that, but yes, I'm also working with a POS system. This is kind of a different animal, but if I get the POS system installed, and then you and we can integrate our loyalty into their POS,
hmm.
that would be the ideal way. But if I don't get the POS, then I'm looking at just building a website and doing orderable, trying to tie it all together.
So how many restaurants have you come across that don't have a POS or want to switch a POS?
Not many, but on the other hand, if I've got a strong reason and show how it by integrating everything,
Yeah.
it makes a lot of sense. Now the POS we're looking at can basically use other people's equipment. So we
Oh,
would simply
okay.
be changing the software. And it's pretty reasonable. I think we just priced out one yesterday. And the software part of it, there's a $1,500 setup, but after that, the software portion of it for 3 terminals is and some handheld devices is like $250 a month.
Well, that's not too bad.
But great reporting and there's just a lot of good features to it. But that to me, the real power though is being able to put the loyalty both online and in restaurant, and we can combine those two. I think that would so $250 would almost disappear. We can build that much more business for sure.
Right. Um,
So that's where we're trying to go anyway.
yeah, okay.
So
And that's the same one we kind of talked about before. I forget what it
it
was
is.
called.
It
Yeah.
is. GoTab was
I gotta get in touch with somebody else because somebody too. I was talking with them earlier and they said they might have a way for us to do a Toast integration because they became a Toast partner
right.
um years ago, well before COVID, and they said they still think that they have the Toast integration licensing. So I gotta reach out to them to see if there's some way that we can
Well, I personally
uh
don't want to. I would not sell toast at all. But if
no,
the restaurant already has toast, then it'd be great to
so many
integrate. I mean,
restaurants that
that's my
already
whole
have
point.
Toast is the thing.
I
Yeah.
agree. I agree totally. So if we
Yeah.
can integrate that way, would be wonderful. To me, that is a real big sales. point as well.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree with that. So being able to integrate with the POS systems that are out there would be huge.
Mhm.
And I don't think there's very many people who are able to do that, or there's not very many other systems out there that are able to do it.
Even if they can, it's not well known in the industry. So,
Right. And what I like to, and one of the things that I like, I was thinking about this the other day, and someone was asking like, what's the difference between like square or post or toast, or
right.
someone was even asking about like the difference between what we're doing and boomerang. And I think one thing is that we have that the whole promotions thing, which also allows people to like self-redeem coupons
Hmm.
as well, which I think is a big thing for different restaurants and venues. Without like, I think I know you were saying before that when you were using Boomerang that they had to go. There's a lot of device going back and forth kind of
Right.
thing. Like you use one device for something, and then you have to go behind the counter and get another device to scan something and come back. And that's why we really try to keep it hands free, like, or not hands
Well,
free, but
I've got a friend of mine who is in Boomerang,
yeah.
and we're not close, but we talk a time or two. He's over in England, but he's telling me that Boomerang has now integrated with which one was it? One of the online ordering systems. Well, you mentioned it a while ago, but so with their integration, then that cut out a lot of the having to go
Oh,
scan and do
okay.
that kind of stuff. So it did make that a lot better, but um,
Take a
I'm
look at
obviously not
that.
going back to them at all.
Yeah, I know. I'm just curious, like, yeah, what they're doing. Um, and being able to integrate with different POS systems, since that's kind of what we're talking about right at the moment.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, yeah. Anyways, Steve, how are you doing today?
Very good. Just just adding sorry, just adding another account actually into your system.
Oh,
Um,
okay, cool.
quick question for you.
Yep.
Every time I create a new customer, I created a mailing domain, like an M, M five star
Yep.
marketing, right? Do I have to give every sub account a unique one, or can I use that one for every single sub account?
I believe it has to be unique
Okay,
because it ties in with Mailgun,
right.
and it still ties in with Mailgun, but then they know who they're directing the mail to, like which sub account that
I had a
mail is
feeling,
coming to.
but I just was like, I just keep creating I'm
I know, I was thinking
these
about that
domains,
before too.
it's like crazy because now I created a domain for the customer, and then I created a mail domain for the customer. Every customer is taking two domains.
So what are the like? So you create one for, oh yeah, so you create one for the
There's a
site, and then you have to create one for the
there's what I'll
emails.
call like the landing page, the web
Yeah,
app page, right? That's one domain, and another one for mailing.
yeah, and you're just using a subdomain off of a domain that you have off of like Referral Rabbit or whichever.
Yeah, it's a five-star marketing software. Yeah. Everything
Yeah,
is like name of the customer or name of the company, dot five-star marketing software, and then that's what I keep doing.
yeah. I don't know if there's a better way to do it than that. I mean, that's what we keep doing.
Yeah,
We just have a dedicated domain that we create those for. Like a shortened domain that kind of resembles our domain. For setting up clients that way, and then we do the email as well.
right.
So, um, I don't think. I think for delivery, for sending, it would be fine. But then I think when you're, and I might be wrong, but when you're receiving email, it might not go to the correct spot.
Okay. It's almost one way anyway,
But I
going
don't
up.
know. Yeah, I don't know if you would have
Yeah,
to.
it's really
Have
no
you
no one's
tried
doing that.
doing the same one
Yeah.
and do two separate accounts? And if you do it in two separate accounts, will it verify?
Right. That's your thing is like I don't want it going to spam and I just make sure it shows up in an
Well,
inbox.
when you go to add a domain, and even if you say you're going to add it manually because you already had it added in there,
Right.
if you do that and then click verify,
Oh,
will
it's
it
going.
actually verify?
I don't know if it'll verify for if you have it somewhere else. That's a good point. I don't know if it'll do that.
Because I think it's the DKIM. or it is a little bit different for each one. Everything
Yeah.
else is pretty much the same though.
Yeah. This actually, I did this once a while back. That you're reminding me. That's exactly what happened. I had a problem verifying it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think you do have to go and create a
Okay.
separate one for each one.
It's just crazy. All right. No big deal. Just do it.
Yeah. Um, it's just so that they know where to when somebody replies to that domain, which sub account is it being sent to.
Right.
If they don't know that, because you don't have to define what the actual email address is. You just need to define the domain, right? And then they know that anything that goes to m dot Jason at fivestarmarketing.com, like anything at that domain is going to go to this one sub account, right? And it doesn't matter what it is. And then they figure then that all goes into conversations.
Okay.
That's not even necessarily tied to a user or anything at that point, but it's just if you don't do that, then they wouldn't know which sub account or email address or where to send it.
Okay.
Is where you'd run into problems, which is why they do it the way they do it.
Okay. That was it. That's just seeing if there's a better way. Otherwise, it's going. It's going.
Right
Getting
on.
there. Those little baby steps, and eventually, this is gonna. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, and I started that the updates for the template there for you there too. So
Appreciate that big time. I gotta get this
and
guy
get
on
that
board.
finished up today here too.
Yeah, this guy's a multiplier effect. If I could bring this guy on board, he can bring me a lot of clients. That'd be great.
Perfect. Awesome.
Okay. Excellent. All right. I'm just listening. So I do.
Yeah, we're just chatting because I don't really have.
I need to understand, like, tying this into the referral program, where it just becomes this referral machine is like
Mhm.
very, very appealing to me. So I need to understand that whole aspect, your referral stuff rewards much, much better than I do. I get it a little bit, but I just really want to, because I think that's a freaking killer sell,
Yeah, yeah. I think there's a lot of opportunity there for doing a lot of things. Especially with that. And every once in a while I go back and test on the landing on a Facebook or high level page to see if we can actually add in
Right,
custom
right,
values into
right.
the SEO metadata. And I know you can do it in the SEO metadata, but and somebody mentioned that before, but really what we're trying to do is put a custom value into the SEO metadata image so that we can have a unique image every time that's uploaded. And that still doesn't work. That's not a thing that's
Yeah.
possible, even though they updated the metadata info and all that kind of stuff. It's still not making it so we can do those
Yeah.
other
That
things.
would be cool. That would be cool. Okay.
So
We'll carry
anyways,
on until we do. Yeah, just keep doing what I'm doing. All right.
yep. Seems to be working so far.
Yeah, it is.
Making some progress anyway, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, where are we at this week? I know for us, we're wrapping up that 21-day challenge. That's been going good. Just as one of those things, I've been talking with a lot of people just about building your brand too, like using high level and all that to build your brand. There was a not even high level, but YouTube and video and content creation and all that kind of stuff to better build your brand so that when you go out and talk to people, I mean, or they look you up or they're looking for something, they find you and they find all the content and stuff that you've been creating. So that's really kind of what our 21-day challenge was about, getting out there and creating more us getting out of our comfort zone and getting out there and creating more content so that we can just provide more value that way too, and better build our brand as what we do as well. So it's been fun. It's been a good ride, and I'm trying to decide what we're going to do in April now, if we keep that going or
Yeah, I guess
whatever.
it's a brilliant idea. I had somebody reach out to me on LinkedIn to do like a similar, like a LinkedIn challenge thing like that.
Yeah.
She dropped the ball because when she's doing it, I mean, she's doing it. I've been just seeing the stuff. I'm kind of like half paying attention. And yesterday when timing worked out, I was like, oh, you know what? Let me jump on her little, broadcast, see what they're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't even see her. You see a picture of her and she's talking over it. I'm like, lady, you could be doing video, real video, and then cutting these up and you could be creating so much content, and instead it's just boring. Like it's, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you guys doing it the right way. You're definitely doing it the right way.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it. Yeah, we've had really good feedback from it anyway. So, good little experiment. And I seen other people in the industry too. Like, I mean, they say if you're creating stuff like what we're doing, even with doing high level and creating that, building your brand and stuff like that, depending on even not depending on, but like whatever niche you're going into. And it's just so important to create content. And like I see so many people coming into high level too who are like who want to build out a specific niche and then be like the top performers that are out there, getting hundreds of people signing up under them, and they have these growing SaaS accounts and all that kind of stuff. But really the number one thing that they're doing is they're creating content for that industry. They're serving an industry, and then they're also just creating a ton of content for that industry to build up their authority in that industry. And that's not something new. That's been like around for years and years and years. Or yeah, like that's like the best way to go and do it is pick a niche, build content for that niche, and then drive traffic to it and help people use it. And then the software is kind of an additional thing that you're doing because you're training those people and teaching them how to build their business and how to, get all their leads and do all that kind of stuff, but they're using your software. So, I don't know where I was going with that, but that's one of the best ways I've found for people to build their groups,
Yeah.
creating a ton of content, especially if you don't want to be stuck on demos all day long.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So I know we're gonna have Shan does so much stuff with Facebook ads. She's gonna start, I think, in April here. We're gonna try and put together a course for Facebook ads, how to run Facebook ads. Not just using UpHex, but I think she's gonna include some UpHex stuff in there as well. Mostly like how to do it, how to look at numbers, how to see what's performing, that kind of stuff to drive traffic for all these different industries too. So I'm excited for that. And then we'll just keep moving forward with creating some good content for everybody.
Cool. When are you going to do a musical performance for us?
I am terrible at I will sing. I
And look at,
will
look at
hum
the
along.
instruments behind you, you know. I
I
see.
can play the ukulele okay. My fingers are pretty big for the guitar. I'm not the greatest at it, but
Yeah.
I practice a little bit. We have like all the instruments in this house, but nobody uses them really. The only one is like my son, he goes to drum lessons and learns to play drums there. So we can hammer some things out.
Cool.
Well, yeah. Um, okay. Well, I hope I don't know, maybe we'll just unless there's something you guys want to chat about today.
No, I'm
Maybe
done.
we'll just call it last Thursday of the month. We'll have the 21-day challenge going on tomorrow. And yeah, if you guys want to jump on there, we'll be there and happy to chat. And now I'm just gonna go get a bunch of things completed. Um, so I can continue getting stuff out.
Cool. Thanks, Jason.
All right. Appreciate you guys. And we'll talk to you guys soon. All right.